I'm the giving tree. You want to see something done? You do it. Don't get scammed, man. I don't work for you. It's not your money. But the one that got scammed, man. I'll jump right into it. Some of you are confused. You don't understand how life is so fluid. 1 minute you're active, the next you're not moving. I'm the giving tree. It's no wonder how life can be realer than this music. I'm the giving tree. I thank my kids, cause this is why I do this. And to my aborted kids, I ask for forgiveness. I'm a black man doing God's mission. It's not your money, but the one that got scammed, man.
Disenchant me, disenchant me, disenchant me, disenchant me.
My mind is constipated, stomach filled with headaches. The lack of trust, feeling the pain in my breastplate. High blood pressure, medications they titrate. Drug companies don't care, they just out to get paid. Can't retire, gotta keep earning a slave wage. $1 cost average when the money's less than average. Have no expectations like post chain or sacrifice. I wear the same sneakers every day. Witness the perils of the holes in my apparel. Delayed gratification, I'm boxing my own shadow. Try to have an open mind, but my views can be narrow. Wife and kids eat the chicken and I'll eat the bone marrow. Not looking for pity, you can keep the sorrow. The times are hard, but I'll pray for a better tomorrow. Built rock solid, not shallow and hollow. Keep putting in that real work. Trabajando, 100. Remarkable onslaught of my visceral thoughts. Welcome to all the spiritual beings living life in a physical form. To be forewarned is to be forearmed. How else would you prepare for battle during the calm before the storm? Between the winter wars and summer solstice epochs, therein lies the renewal of the spring equinox. I'm sprung from the sound waves that the bells rung, heartbeat pulsating to the rhythm of the cosmic drums. The breath of life satiates my cell membranes to activate my ability to travel through different planes of existence. My mission is to remain persistent, to teach the kids how to be patient and resilient in the face of adversity, because they represent the future's fecundity. The mind is fertile like the earth's reproductive soil, with the indelible truths wrapped tighter in a DNA coil. What's going on, everybody? How y'all doing? You in the intangible building? You here? Very good. Hope you're doing well. Let's get right into it. So, let's talk about this delayed gratification stuff, right? Delayed gratification. You know, in the crypto side of things, you know, we often hear that, you know, if you would have hodled Bitcoin, you would have been, right? You would have made it. You would have been exceedingly rich. You would have held on to your Bitcoin when it was $1, $10, $100, $1,000. Just hold on. Ride the waves. When it goes up to 20K, drops back down to 3K, right? Goes back up. Years later, 15K, 20K, passes its previous all-time high. 50, 60, 70K, goes back all the way down to 15K. Just hold on, though. Hold on, man. Hold on for dear life. You know, delayed gratification. Now it's above 100K. How marvelous do you feel? You feel great, especially when you see that other institutions and governments right, around the world are using it to hold, using it for their own purposes, using it, something that was made to really be for the people. The hands of the people are now given to these oligarchs. They're just given to the oligarchs, or taken by the oligarchs, taken by the governments, taken by the central banks. Okay, cool. Because they realize they just can't get rid of it. The chance they had to basically overpower the network early in the game, they lost that chance. All the supercomputers of the world 15 years ago that could have had a chance to really break and eradicate the system in whatever computer scientific way, whatever scientific way or whatever, this is what it is. You can't do it now, but it's here. Spaghetti code or no spaghetti code, it's what it is. Highest appreciating asset class known to man, Bitcoin, right? Cool. Delay gratification, just delay it, just hold, because when you sell, you don't have a choice again. Unless you hold on, you don't know if you're gonna, you sold at $30. Oh, you missed $100K. Damn. But what if you bought at, something cheaper? You don't know. You just never know when you sell, right? So it's the price you pay when you don't hold on for dear life, when you don't hodl, when you don't delay your gratification. When you do the obverse and you say, oh wait, I'm looking at something right here, holding on to the BTC. Damn, it's looking real life-changing. I'm gonna sell. And then you sell. And then you amass your fortune because you instantly gratified yourself. Cool. You used it accordingly, did what you did. Or maybe you sold and just, bought some boats, couple cars here and there, a house, and you tricked it off on some, debauchery. All right, it is what it is. Instant gratification, cool. But we're going to stick to the delayed stuff, right? Get it? It's amazing. Damn near. I mean, let me tell you, man. When you're looking at something, and then in crypto, people use certain hard realities and serious topics and laugh about it on crypto. They laugh about your misfortune. It's a joke in crypto. If you're going through hardship, if you're experiencing loss, right, suffering and pain, you are wrecked. And that's ha 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 ha. You messed up. You're wrecked. You're wrecked. You're suffering. You're in pain. Ha ha ha. You're wrecked. Right? It's just what you find here. You'll be memed. The meme culture. You'll be memed to oblivion for dealing with real life situations, right? Especially gambling with crypto and experiencing not so favorable results. And when you expose yourself on the internet and you talk about your losses, you'll be clowned to the end for as long as you remain on the internet. What's crazy to me is landing in an ecosystem that's supposed to have been purely DeFi, like an example of what DeFi is supposed to be. And you're using one coin out of thousands that exist, where you were told or educated on how it works and said the best way to use this is to stake it so that you can earn yield and earn more. The more that you stake is the bigger that rewards that you receive over a period of time. The longest periods that you stake is the best amount that you can receive, because longer pays better, bigger pays better, etc., etc. And you still have to deal with day to day. You still have to deal with life, right? You're told that, okay, well, you have to work. First of all, the person I was talking about this, the founder of this particular coin, would tell you it doesn't work for anybody. You want to see something done, you do it, right? The idea was don't sell, in a sense. Stake. Just stake. Make more. In the meantime, on your travel towards whatever, marketing, spreading the good word, right? You have to find a way to eat. You have to find a way to live. You have to find a way to pay your bills. But as long as you're staking, that's a good thing for you, because look what Bitcoin did. Look what Ethereum did. Look what the people who've been the most successful in crypto have done. If they weren't a founder, or if they didn't own an exchange, they held, and holding on, proved to be very, very rewarding, which is true. But how easy is it for people to really hold on? People don't talk about how difficult it is for people to hold on for dear life, because that's a practice of delayed gratification, right? People don't speak about how challenging it is for folks who really have nothing, took a gamble on something, and they see how their bags magically increased in value, and all of a sudden they can't touch it, because if they touch it, they're made to feel shame, they're made to feel humiliated, they're made to feel less than, even though, hey, look, they're looking at huge sums of money on their wallet that can literally change their life, that can literally uproot themselves from some type of whatever financial dire situation they're going through. But they're told, they're given information and say, oh no, if you sell now, you lose your chances of achieving more gains down the line, as if that's some type of finite, absolute formula which people use to the end. Because look what Bitcoin did. Look what Bitcoin did. But then when you say something comes out that's better than Bitcoin, it creates this decision making that you have to do, right? That becomes even more hard over time, where you're like, damn, man, if I sell now, I'm going to be selling myself, and my future self will not like me anymore. And what happens when you don't sell and the value of whatever you're holding remains down and goes down and down some more? And during out this whole time period that you've been investing, that you've been playing the game, quote unquote, right, doing what it is that you're supposed to do, using the code, using the token as it was designed. Every day, your bills didn't go away, your hunger, your need to eat didn't go away, and if you have a family, the needs of your family didn't disappear while you waiting and experiencing life and waiting for your bags to, throughout your quote unquote staking period during your delayed gratification journey. None of these other immediate, everyday, basic needs didn't disappear. How are you supposed to live? Are you supposed to work? Oh yeah, work. Keep slaving. Keep slaving. Keep remaining dependent on whatever situation that you have to remain dependent on to meet obligations. You keep working, keep hustling, keep getting to a bag, keep chasing. Meanwhile, you're having some money work for you, right? Smart. You have some money work for you, but you can't touch it when you see $1 million. Because if you touch it, you get penalized. Oh, bad boy, bad girl. Your wrist gets slapped. Blow. Blow. Somebody hits you. Boom. You can't go. You can't touch it. You can't. Don't do that. That's bad. Come on, bro. Come on, bro. It makes absolutely like it's actually presenting information in a way where people could presenting information as complete as possible, I think is essential. I think that's very important, so that people who are listening to you could take the information and use it how they see fit. They could dismiss it, right? They can use it. They can add to it. They can be possibly inspired to go do more research, to then make a calculated decision that works for them. But when you give half truths, half of the information, a piece of information, just so that you could look greater than thou, so that you could create this fake sense of delusion, of grandeur, as if it's just you and people need to believe in you, because even the most heinous individual known to man has supporters. You know what I'm saying? Like, and if you want to look at it, what kind of, spiritual or religious, even the devil has supporters. You're never gonna just convince people to see what you're talking about, and you could be 100% correct. It doesn't matter to individuals, right? The worst of the worst can have supporters in life. You understand that. It's not something that's going to change. But what I'm saying is, in a space where you have human beings that are really trying to figure out this crypto and take advantage of what's afforded to us here. This technology is supposed to be game changing. It's supposed to be, providing innovation and breakthroughs and allowing us to really use something in a system against the system that's keeping us oppressed. Financial legacy system. You got to deal with taxes upon taxes. You got to pay bills. You got to see the money value, your money value in your proverbial bank accounts erode every damn day. The value diminishes every damn day. And you're using crypto to combat all of that. But at the same time, thinking that, wait, let me just suffer some more while I'm seeking generational wealth and independence. Let me just put myself through undue necessary levels of stress and pain. Some more. I'm looking at you. Looking at your wallet. It tells you whatever number is telling you that has you mesmerizing and salivating, and you feel this overwhelming sigh of joy, relief, and maybe even fear because you've never seen so much money before. But if you click send or if you click sell, you're made to feel like garbage. Come on, man. If that's not programming, if that's not brainwashing, and I already mentioned that before, right? If that's not creating some type of false sense of fear and control and trying to have somebody tell you what you should do with what's yours, I don't know what is. Like, at some point, people have to really, really look at things for themselves and think for themselves, not have somebody think for you. It's just in a situation like with crypto, so many people want to be told what to do. They don't want to do the work. They don't want to study. They don't want to really understand what this all means or what this is all about. They want to have somebody tell you, hey, listen, put your money here. Listen to me, because I know everything and you know nothing because you're a fool. You're an idiot. And that's what we have going on here in this, crypto DeFi side of things. 100%. I even heard another streamer on the entertainment side who has, thousands of subscribers, been streaming for a long time. He had someone join him on his panel on a live stream that he was talking about, and this person he had joined is talking about crypto. And when I'm hearing the person talk about crypto, you could tell he just fairly new. He has a basic, sort of like a basic understanding. And when you have a basic understanding about crypto, to someone who doesn't know, you sound like you well informed. You sound like an expert to a no coiner. You sound like an expert to someone who's oblivious to what crypto is. And so they're on this panel. This guy's on this guy's channel, right? And he's talking about crypto and how, you need it, this and that, and people need to learn about it, which is true. But he's saying, everybody's into crypto. Look at Donald Trump. He's into crypto, and he made money. Made a lot of money off of the coin. And guess what the subscriber, the YouTuber said? He said, okay, you know what? I'm going to tell my viewers that you and I behind the scenes, we got to talk, because, I'm going to let my viewers know right now, we about to do something very special. And we about to launch my own coin. And you can see the people in the chat, they're like so excited, like, yeah, let us know, what's the coin? And it's the same story that's been recycled 1 billion times over. Like, these, it's not just about launching coins, right? Because there's just so much information that's out here, and so much misinformation that's out here, and people just being taken advantage of, and it's crazy. And then when you get to a point where you're in a situation, you're in a system, you're investing in something, and you're watching the value of your wallet rise, and then somebody tells you, that you should practice delayed gratification, which is not entirely wrong. What they're telling you is they're not being 100% truthful though. Because at the same time, what if you're going through some crazy in your life that you need money to pay for? You gotta, you have to make a decision that's good for you. Forget about what the world thinks. Forget about whatever is going on. If this is something that's good for you, then you use it and you see it fit and you sell accordingly. Because who else is gonna save you? You're gonna listen to somebody tell you they're gonna save you, and you watching how you're being saved on the wallet right now, but they're telling you, no, hold on for another 10, 15 years, because in 15 years, where you're not even guaranteed to. Who's guaranteed? Who even knows they're gonna be around 10, 15 years? We hope for that. We all do. We all do hope for that. But yeah, have a little portion put out for whatever long time that you'll never touch, or you won't touch until years down the line, sure. But don't be disingenuous and tell people put everything and just hold everything and never touch anything, and then they have to struggle on their way towards whatever perceived end that they're looking for, whatever perceived desire or outcome that they're looking for innumerable amount of uncertain length of for a certain length of time. It makes no sense. It makes no sense. When you see clips of people back in 2021, having clips, they're driving in cars, they're saying, oh, what are you doing now? Oh, then they're in fancy foreign vehicles talking about, oh yeah, I'm Hex made me rich. What do you do for a living? Oh, I do Hex because it made me rich and this and that. And 4 years later, where are those videos? And even back then, let's go back to the 21, back in those days. How did Hex make them rich? What is it that they did to receive the money to even rent a mansion, rent a foreign car, a luxurious vehicle, not foreign, but a luxury V? What did they have to do? They had to get the cash in the hand. How did they get the cash? They had to sell the crypto. They had to sell it and transfer it and get the dollars in their hands to make whatever purchase and lifestyle upgrades that they saw fit. Not stake. And if they did stake, they penalized themselves because, a whole bunch of emergency end stakes took place. And that's the game you play, because those who stake, they receive a portion of those penalties. Okay, cool. But you mean to tell me that nobody should hold liquid? No, because you get diluted. Yeah. Yeah, you do. Yeah, you do. But it's this spirit of disingenuous, this whole thing of people not being 100% truthful. They're not being fair. They're telling you, just delay yourself till when? Till you turn gray, old, blue in the face. 15 years come by, you got to delay again. We didn't reach any 15-year mark because the thing has only been 5.5 years old. Huh? So you just, what? In the meantime, what are you doing? You got to watch streams. You got to listen to people like me talk for 15 years telling you, oh, we're one day closer to the next all-time, huh? When you're looking at your chart or whatever you've been delaying or hoping to delay in 15 years, you're looking at the value down 99%. Then if you really care, you have to do your analysis and go study other coins. What other coins that have been down 99% that really were able to recover and surpass their previous all-time high? Surpass their all-time highs. What other coins? That's research you have to do if you care enough to even believe and support whatever investment thesis you have that had you believe in the delayed gratification thing. Outlook, which is important because that's part of hodling. Hodlers win. Hodlers win. If you held on to your Ethereum when it was $40 till now, you'd still be happy. Even though Ethereum's 50% off of its previous all-time high. You'd still be happy though. $40 compared to what, $2,700? You'd be happy. You'd be chilling. You'd be straight happy. You'd be happy. Why not? If you bought it even less, ICO day one Ethereum, oh, you smiling, you sitting pretty. Cool. But in the meantime, in between time, people have to really, not everyone gets a chance to be first. Not everyone gets a chance to be early. Not everyone gets a chance to be able to even have the strength to hold on. Everyone's story is different. Everyone's story is different. And everyone's strategy, like that one hodling, delay gratification, like these blanket statements and formulas, no one formula works for everybody the same all the time. Let's be for real. Let's be for real. These guys, oh yeah, it went 10,000x, 10,000x. But then people, I was hearing 10,000x, but the T-share rate went up 15,000x. And the stakers value was up 20,000x. But what does that, let me just share this, yeah. Like when they were saying, if you were holding liquid, the coin went up 10,000x, which is true. Liquid, 10,000x. 10,000x in price from January 5th 2020, 4 zeros and a 5, to when it went 50 cents in September 2021, or some people said 55, 56 cents. Cool. T-share rate at the time went up 15,000x in value. In other words, you had to spend, the amount for a T-share was thousands of dollars to get one T-share. Crazy. The value staking 20,000x in value. So people were looking at their staker app, looking at their accounts. They're looking at hundreds of thousands, millions of dollars. Their coins that they got from the AA lobby, from Big Payday, this and that and this, whatever they acquired, whatever they DCA'd, whatever they bought, whatever they traded. They looking at the value of the thing worth hundreds of thousands, millions and millions of dollars. Staking, but you can't do shit because you staked the shit. What type of misery is that? Like, that level of suffering is ridiculous to me, because check this out. You seen it there in 2021. It reached those numbers. What's it looking like today, 4 years later? What's the value of your accounts looking like today? But it's no, don't fret. Don't be discouraged because it touched 50 cents. Who knows how high it can go in the future? No one knows. But you know what it did go. You know what you were doing. You know what you could have done that you didn't do. And this is what I mean about the jokes that people do in crypto. They call that round trip. They call that round trip. Oh, you just round tripped. As if you got on a plane and went somewhere and came back. They call that round trip. You bought a coin at a low price, then it goes high, you didn't sell it, and then it goes back down, and you still got the same coin. You round tripped your John. You round tripped your opportunity. You didn't sell, you were just holding. And that's what happens when you hold. You go through multiple price fluctuations over a long period of time. You keep round tripping all the time, constantly. But it's not cool. It's not cool, really. It's very hard. It's very difficult. It's not something that really people like celebrate like that. Only they celebrate their wins. They don't celebrate their losses. You cry about your losses. You celebrate your wins naturally. Like in a time where people have to like really take advantage of systems and technology and everything that's out there, people have to wisen up. We have to wisen up and figure out and do what's best for them. Because yes, it's still crypto solo sport. You decide what to do, when to do, why you do, and how you do it, with your own money, with your own crypto, with your own time. Damn what anybody else thinks. Because who knows if you'll ever see X, Y, and Z again? Who knows if you'll ever see what you once saw? You just don't know. And if you're in a position where you have excess, right? You're in a position where you have quite a lot. You have a lot of resources. You're well off and this and that. And even if you're not, it's on you. It's not my business why you selling. It's not my business why you decide to interrupt your journey towards delayed gratification. You said, no, I need this money now. You're like you, J.G. Wentworth. It's my money and I need it now. It's your right. People are going to sell shame you and whatever, regardless of whatever you do. Who cares? They're not living your life. It's you living your own life. And at the same time, people are going to see what tomorrow brings with no guarantee. But you looking and you striving for the best. Come on, folks gotta really tighten up and really position themselves and not pretend like, yo, it's all about delayed gratification and forget about everything else. Because how are you getting to your delayed gratification point? You have to go through every day. Every day you have to go through the steps every day to get to where you need to go. And there's no guarantee for tomorrow. That's why every moment that you take care of everything counts. The present counts. The past is the past. The future, you hope that you reach the future, but everything counts right now. What you do today is going to affect how you live tomorrow. And that's it, man. Take the information and do with it as you see fit. If you don't care, it's on you. If you do, then that's cool too. But these people with talking about certain things, they don't have your best interest at heart. I'm just a regular person like you. I'm not pretending like I'm better than you as a listener, as a viewer, as an audience member. I'm not going to act like I'm better than you. But one thing I'm not going to do is support lies, support foolishness, and support nonsense. Support irrationality, support things that are just simply illogical. That's not what I'm about. And with that, folks, I'm going to catch you on the next one. Take care.